Just had a Nintendo Direct this week. Not really gonna, grade it or anything. I mean, I might grade it, I don't know. It just depends on how this video flows. But more importantly, I just want to give like kind of a brief rundown of everything that got shown and just kind of give my thoughts on it. So it's gonna be a little different than some of my other videos. Not gonna be as structured. However, there was quite a few games that got shown on the Direct. So I got a list of that shit right here. So I'm just gonna go through it and give you my thoughts on each individual game briefly. So let's get it started. Well, right up at the top, we got Pikmin 4. Looks good. The dog mechanic, I think the dog's name is Shepherd, looks really interesting. I mean, Pikmin has always been solid for Nintendo. Definitely something I'm interested in picking up. Next we have the Xenoblade 3 DLC. Looks good, but I'm still like super far behind in the Xenoblade series because I haven't even completed the first one. Haven't played the second one, haven't played the third. I know they're kind of standalone in a way, but yeah, I would feel better if I like put more time into the other ones, but it looks good. Next we have Samba de Amigo. Didn't know this was coming back. I think some people were saying that it got leaked about like a day or so beforehand. Rhythm game. Not really my cup of tea, but happy for those that saw it. Next you got Fashion Dreamer. I don't really give a fuck. Next we have Dead Cells Castlevania. It looks really cool. I'm thinking about getting it. I don't know if it's one of those. Well, I mean, it's a roguelike, so I don't have to play the original Dead Cells, but also heard Dead Cells is good, so I should probably play that too. Tron Identity. I like Tron. I don't really care about, text adventures. Next we have Ghost Trick. That's really cool. I'm glad it's back. It's not really something I'm gonna mess around with. Yeah, that's gonna be coming up quite a bit on this video. A lot of stuff that I'm happy exists. I'm glad it's there for other people, but the shit's not really for me. Moving along, you got Deca Police. I think that's about level 5. It looks interesting. It's an RPG. I think the aesthetic is cool, but I would need to kind of see more of it to really decide one way or the other. Next we have Cereza. A kind of similar deal with Xenoblade. I need to catch up on my Bayos, but after some of the stuff I've been hearing about 3, the story probably isn't really something we should be paying attention to. Now we got the Splatoon 3 expansion pass. It's cool that we're going back to Inkopolis, but the same shops and stuff are, well, what they sell is going to be the same as what it is in the Splatlands. So really, it's just more of a cosmetic thing. It's cool that it's there, though. I just kind of wish they did a little bit more with it to kind of, I guess if you care more about the Squid Sisters, this shit's for you. But the bigger thing is that side order, which looks like to be Splatoon 3's version of the Octo expansion. So looking like that's gonna be pretty good. Disney Illusion Island. I thought it was gonna be related to Castle of Illusion in some way. It may still be like that. It looks more like Rayman Origins to me than anything else. Fire Emblem Engage. We got more DLC with that. Hector's in there, Soren's in there, and we got Chrom and Robin. I really want to play Engage, but I don't have time for it. I have not gotten it yet, but it's definitely something I want to play in the near future. Okay, next we got Harmony. Yeah, don't know how to feel about it. Next we have Octopath 2. Once again, the style looks amazing. Haven't played Octopath 1, so yeah. We love Katamari. It's cool that it's there. Katamari's cool. Don't know if I'm in a rush to get it, but once again, I'm glad that it's there. Sea of Stars. Now this looks interesting because I'm getting some Secret of Mana vibes with the perspective. The sprite work is gorgeous. I think it's made by the same guys who did The Messenger, which was another pretty good kind of retro style game. Don't know too much about it, but it's on my radar. I'm keeping tabs on it for sure. Now we have Omega Strikers. It kind of reminds me of Windjammers. If it plays like Windjammers, then that's gonna be pretty cool. Etrian Odyssey Collection. You get 3 remasters, or I guess remakes, in this one. The first, second, third Etrian Odyssey. Yeah, I don't really care, but it looks good. It looks good, but not really for me. Advance Wars Reboot Camp, we finally have a solid release date on that, and hopefully it'll be able to keep it. That's definitely something I'm going to be looking forward to playing. Kirby's Return of Dreamland Deluxe. There's some Magalore story content. That's already a good ass game, and on top of that, I think there might be a couple extra powers in it. And the expanded multiplayer mode, there's pretty much no reason to go back to the Wii version. If you haven't played it before, or you played it before, I think it's definitely worth an upgrade just because of all the extra shit they got in there. Okay, so this one was big. There's the Switch Online. Now has Game Boy playback. Game Boy is now on I guess their version of the Virtual Console. So you got the Game Boy Color, and the GBA. A lot of really good titles on this lineup. You got Mario Land 2, Tetris, Gargoyle's Quest, Link's Awakening. You got Minish Cap, Wario Land 3, WarioWare, Mario Luigi Superstar Saga, Super Mario Kart. You got Super Mario Bros. Advance 4, Super Mario Bros. 3 with the e-reader levels. That one's a really big get. That's a really big get. You also have a bunch of other stuff coming down the line. Oracle of Ages and Seasons, Kirby Tilt and Tumble. You have Golden Sun, Fire Emblem. Yeah. F-Zero, Maximum Velocity, so there's a bunch of really good shit coming down the line as well. I think it's now time to say that that expansion pass is worth it, and as time goes on, I'm more and more certain that we're not going to be getting GameCube support for that. And you'll find out why later on in the video. And by later on, I mean right now. Metroid Prime 1 is remastered. Long rumored to be completed and just kind of collecting dust somewhere. Nintendo finally decided to pull the trigger on that. It's fucking Metroid Prime 1, and it looks amazing. It looks like there's also a couple quality of life features too. And on top of that, it basically got released yesterday. It got released the day of the Direct, at least digital anyway, but the physical version is coming out on February 22nd, which isn't really that long, not that far away from the day of the Direct. So that's really good. I'm definitely going to pick that up because I've never played Prime 1. I played a little bit of Prime 2, and I did not play Prime 3, so something tells me they're going to remaster the other two. Next we have Monster Detective Archives Raincode. If you like Danganronpa, you're probably going to be right at home here. I never messed around with Danganronpa, so I don't really feel one way or the other about this. More GameCube remasters. Batten Kaitos 1 and 2. I heard good things about it. I'm not really a fan of the card-based shit, but, you know, I'm glad it's there, and it definitely deserves to come back, because I hear those Batten Kaitos, the prices for those games on the used game market is fucking absurd. Like, pretty much every GameCube RPG. Moving along, You got Fantasy Life, don't really care. You got Professor Layton making a comeback. That's cool. Never really did any of the Layton games, but I'm glad he's back. I'm glad for the people who's fans of his shit. Mario Kart 8 Wave 4. There's a new track, Yoshi's Island. I don't know if this. I think it's brand new from the ground up. I don't think it's from anything else, at least not this version of it. And also, Birdo is back, so yeah, this fucking Mario Kart. I don't know, it just feels like it's harder and harder for them to follow up whatever Mario Kart comes next, because they're basically making this shit like Smash Ultimate. You know, what more could you do? You know. Then there's a sizzle reel. Minecraft Legends showed up on there. You got Blanc, Battle Network Legacy Collection, Have a Nice Death, some weird baseball game. Dreamlight Valley is getting an update, and the Symphonia remaster. Don't really care about Minecraft Legends. It's not regular Minecraft. They're not gonna put out a shitty game. At worst is gonna be mid. Blanc looks really interesting. Then we got the Battle Network Legacy Collection. Nothing more needs to really be said about that. That's definitely going to be day one for me. And it may end up being an LP on here. We'll see how my schedule shakes with that. Have a Nice Death. I feel like this was revealed at some point, but I have no recollection of it. So no notes on that. No notes on this baseball shit either. And yeah, don't really give a fuck about Dreamlight Valley, but people say it's cool, so good for them. And yeah, Symphonia Remaster, that's another one that there may be in a playthrough of that on the channel. Like I said, just depends on scheduling and when I finish up with Crisis Core and what's coming out around the time of Crisis Core, or around the time whenever I finish. So, and lastly, we had a Zelda trailer. Once again, it's this fucking Zelda, so you know, looks pretty good. My theories about the Twilight Realm are getting reinforced more and more as I see more stuff being revealed of it. So I'm still going to be holding on to my wild crackpot theory on that. The release date is still the same, but 2 extra tidbits. I think this thing might be $70. I have not gotten a hard confirmation one way or the other. It would probably be solid if I just looked at the damn Wii eShop, not eShop, the damn Switch eShop. Coolest thing about it though, there is a pretty interesting looking collector's edition that I wouldn't mind getting my hands on, and we're getting some more amiibos. So yeah, that was the Nintendo Direct. I think it was pretty good for the most part. I think the only people that were upset about it came in with like really ridiculous ass expectations. We really got a lot. I mean, the biggest takeaways, at least for me, is Metroid Prime Remaster, the Game Boy stuff for Nintendo Switch Online. I think those are probably the really big surprises. Everything else we already kind of knew about, and we didn't get enough context of to really like get super hyped on. So yeah, if I were to give it a grade, I would say like I would give it a B. You know, it was a lot of solid stuff, not enough like ooh wow oh shit stuff, but it was enough good stuff in there to where it was like, unless you were looking for some really like long shot pie in the sky, like oh they're putting in a Mother 3 is coming out, or we're getting a fucking Chrono Trigger remaster, some shit like that, then you know, of course you're going to be disappointed, and I laugh at you for thinking we were going to get something like that unprompted. Well, in any case, that's all I got, and I'll catch you guys later because I have other videos that I'm trying to crank out in a short amount of time. Take it easy.